On a more serious note, we understand that there is a lot of bad things happening in the world today, and it can feel wrong to try to find happiness. There's a certain guilt involved with trying to be happy while you know there's so much misery elsewhere. That's completely natural. A very human response to this struggle, this quest for finding happiness there. So how can we find happiness while we know there's all this suffering everywhere in the world? How dare we try to sit around and be happy while other people aren't? And that's an argument that you can really play over and over again in your head that will prevent you from really truly being happy, from finding that moment that you can enjoy. So there's a great passage, a great poem that I've just taken a little passage from that addresses this exact question. How can we, why should we be happy when we live in such a dark world? It's on fire. So much bad is happening. So let's take a look at this poem. Sorrow everywhere, slaughter everywhere. If babies are not starving someplace, they are starving somewhere else. But if we deny our happiness, resist our satisfaction, we lessen the importance of their deprivation. We must risk delight, not enjoyment. We must have the stubbornness to accept our gladness in the ruthless furnace of this world. To make injustice the only measure of our attention is to praise the devil. Why do we want to focus on the bads, only the bads? That's no way to live. We need to understand that yes, there is bad in the world, but there is also good in the world, and we have to risk it. We have to appreciate the good, otherwise the bad is pointless. The good gives meaning to the bad. And everybody who is happy today will have those moments where they're not. And it's those moments that balance each other. We only really understand what it means to be happy when we've been in the pits of depression. So understand that even though there's all this suffering in the world, in the news, constantly everywhere you look, something bad is happening, that does not mean that you don't deserve to be happy. You do deserve to be happy. You are amazing. So all you need to do is recognize it's a human thought loop. It's a human response to everything that's going on to say, how can I dare be happy while there's so much misery? That's empathy. That just means you're a good person. You cannot let things outside of your control dictate your own happiness. Again, remember, all that it takes to be happy is to appreciate the present moment. Anytime you start to worry about things that are not directly in your control, you start to worry about theoretical things, and then you start to steal from your own happiness. So dare to be happy. Risk it, because it's worth it. Otherwise, all the suffering is for nothing. Someone's got to be happy, and let's make it us. All right, Wealthy Nation. Take care.